Pack your bags, we're going on holiday. Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 post-pandemic destinations in Spain. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most appealing cities, towns, and regions of Spain that you may want to consider visiting in the near future. While we're not necessarily going off the beaten path, we won't be recommending the country's most popular destinations, like Barcelona, Madrid, Granada, etc. Quite simply, we expect overcrowding to remain a concern for some time after the pandemic. And the reality is, these destinations were already suffering from issues of over-tourism. So why not embrace this new travel mentality as an opportunity to move beyond Spain's greatest hits and discover its varied offerings? Number 10. Alicante. The capital of the province of Alicante, Alicante is perhaps best known to travelers as a beach destination. And indeed, this port city, which is home to a population of approximately 330,000, is the perfect destination for anyone seeking sand and sun. The thing is, Alicante also has a lot to offer beyond resort life. The city itself, while small, might just be what the doctor ordered for one of your first post-pandemic trips, with plenty of parks, gardens, and monuments to explore, and tapas bars to experience. For those who like a healthy dose of culture, the Santa Barbara Castle is a must-visit. The structure's roots date back to the 9th century, and perched atop the city's Monte Benacantil, it serves as quite the lookout point. Barrio de la Santa Cruz, the old city, is also downright stunning. Number 9. The Pyrenees. If you're feeling nervous about crowds but are desperate to take a memorable trip, you're hard-pressed to find a better fit than the Spanish Pyrenees. This iconic mountain range is shared by Spain and France. They're magnificent however you approach them, but since we're talking about Spain today, we'll be focusing on that side of the border, which spans Catalonia and the Basque country. Whether you choose to road trip along the foot of the Pyrenees or find a little village to serve as your home base, you're sure to be in a constant state of awe with regards to your surroundings. Paradise on earth for outdoorsy types and hiking enthusiasts, the Pyrenees is first and foremost a land of adventure, but the small villages and the wellness culture nicely round out the experience. Number 8. Tenerife. Whoever said that a trip to Spain means staying in Europe? The Canary Islands are, geographically speaking, situated on the African tectonic plate. So, if you want to spend part of your Spanish holiday in a totally different environment, consider making Tenerife a dedicated leg of your trip. The largest of the islands that make up the Spanish archipelago, Tenerife is a sun-seeker's paradise. It boasts warm temperatures year-round, postcard-ready beaches, and stunning ocean views. While that might collectively be the main draw, the island's appeal is actually quite diverse. With large sections having been protected from development, like Teide National Park, Tenerife is lush and verdant. The night sky is downright stunning. And because of its volcanic past, eye-catching geological formations abound. Also, it certainly doesn't hurt that the island boasts a vibrant nightlife scene. Number 7. Ronda. Spain is a country of hidden gems just waiting to be discovered. It feels like every village and town, no matter how small, has its own charms and quirks. But Ronda is something really special. A mountaintop town bisected by a gorge. With a bridge connecting the two halves, Ronda looks like something out of a medieval fantasy series, especially when viewed from afar. On one side of El Tajo Gorge is the Old Town, where you'll find many of the village's most noteworthy sights and beautiful architecture. The city was first established all the way back in 6th century BCE, and its long and storied past can be felt around every corner. Given its history of bullfighting, its beautiful gardens, and cultural landmarks like the Arab Baths, it's little wonder that Ronda was a favorite getaway for the likes of Ernest Hemingway and Orson Welles. Number 6. Cordoba. Located in southern Spain, in the Andalusian region, Cordoba is home to roughly 325,000 residents and was first settled by the Romans. Like Ronda, it changed hands many times over the years, having actually become an economic and cultural center at various points throughout its history. Though that's no longer the case, the breathtaking city remains one with a great deal to offer international travelers. It checks many of the same boxes as Barcelona and Madrid, just in a notably smaller package, including cultural attractions, noteworthy architecture, and excellent modern food and bar scenes. The Old Town, with its cobblestone streets and centuries-old structures, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Mezquita, which dates back to the city's Moorish period, is arguably its most iconic landmark. But honestly, old world beauty can be appreciated everywhere you turn in Cordoba. Number 5. Galicia. Looking to see a different side of Spain? A landscape that, based on the quintessential Spanish aesthetic, you might actually mistake for another country entirely? Welcome to Galicia. A wondrous coastal region in the northwest, it's a contender for having the best seafood in all of Europe. The numerous ports and fishing villages have given rise to a number of regional preparations and dishes. There's no question that with its dark green vegetation and forests, seaside cliffs, and hidden coves, it is very different from other parts of the country, and proudly so. While Galicia as a whole is well worth exploring, especially for foodies and wine lovers, the city of Santiago de Compostela is the region's crowning jewel, and the best place to experience the Celtic-influenced Galician culture in a concentrated dose. Number 4. La Rioja. Galicia is producing some great wine, with the small-scale Roman vineyards generating interest amongst those in the know. But for those who are looking to have a truly wine-centric experience in Spain, La Rioja is where you want to be. With literally hundreds of vineyards spread throughout the region, this is a destination that needs to be thoroughly explored and sampled to be fully appreciated. While you'll want to spend days winding your way through the countryside, the capital of Logroño is also a great place to really soak up the local culture and sample the local delicacies. Many people actually choose to use it as their home base. That being said, no trip to the region is complete without a day trip to Ezcaray, a charming village at the foot of Monte San Lorenzo. Number 3. Extremadura. Never heard of it? Don't worry, you're not alone. So allow us to welcome you to the newest and most exciting frontier of modern Spanish travel. Extremadura's name feels all too fitting, as in many ways, it feels like a rather extreme departure from the traditional trip to Spain. And yet, the distinctive qualities and charms that make this region feel so unique are, in fact, just the vestiges of older Spanish customs and traditions. Located in the southwestern edge of the country, along the Portuguese border, Extremadura was actually the heart of what we today call Old Spain or Medieval Spain. Roman ruins, centuries-old towns and cities, decrepit hilltop castles, it feels like a land that time forgot. But take a few bites of the regional inland Spanish cuisine and get to know the locals, and you'll see that Extremadura is very much alive and well. Number 2. San Sebastian. La Rioja was for the enophiles. Extremadura was for the traveler who likes to get off the beaten path. But this destination, we dedicate it to the foodies, the travelers who let their taste buds decide where they go next. Pincho is a form of tapas specific to the Basque region, and no city does it better than Donostia San Sebastian. Pincho bars are seemingly around every corner, their tantalizing small plate offerings lining the counter. But that's just one of the many ways in which San Sebastian has established itself as the culinary capital of Spain, and a global foodie destination. Elaborate multi-course meals, this is a seaside city that knows how to make the most of its diverse local ingredients. And if that's not enough, San Sebastian is also blessed with beautiful beaches, a breathtaking surrounding landscape, and beautiful architecture. Number 1. Valencia. We definitely think that Spain's third largest city makes for a top destination, even compared to Madrid or Barcelona. It's beautiful, inspiring, and vibrant, and strikes a perfect balance of history and modernity that often defines the world's greatest destination cities. Valencia is made up of an eclectic mix of architectural styles, and yet they all come together to give this port city a skyline that nonetheless feels cohesive. While San Sebastian might be the Spanish destination for foodies, Valencia's restaurant and bar scene does the city proud. Bike-friendly, accessible, diverse, and boasting a great nightlife scene, Valencia is a perfect city destination, the sort of place where you can really immerse yourself in Spanish culture, both past and present. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoTravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.